My name is Frances, and I have experienced depression and anxiety. Some of the symptoms that I experienced, specifically with depression, were feeling very sad. It became hard to go to work, a lot of crying, I didn't want to be around people, so I isolated myself, wanted to spend more time alone. I chose to speak with my boyfriend because he was the person that was around the most at the time, and he was the first person to notice my symptoms and be affected by them. When that conversation happened, I felt vulnerable for a moment, but then there was some sense of relief right after that. Now I wasn't alone and I wasn't dealing with my symptoms alone. There was someone else, someone very close, someone that I cared for that knew what I was going through and helped me kind of walk through the symptoms and even some solutions of how to deal with it. So I no longer really felt alone. I feel that in my culture, I grew up really not being educated about mental health and depression and anxiety and actually reaching out for help. In my culture, I grew up with certain situations being private and at home, and you take care. You only talk about it within family or just kind of deal with it by yourself. I was never really educated to kind of share certain life experiences and certain things with the outside world. After speaking up and talking to my boyfriend about my symptoms, it did become a little bit easier to talk to family, but I was still kind of a little reluctant to do it at first. The idea about mental health in my family did change. It took for me to educate them and kind of talk a little bit about mental health to get them more familiar about what it was, and some of my family members came forward and even expressed, I've been feeling like that, I felt like that before, I've been dealing with those same emotions, but they did not label it depression and anxiety. They just thought that it was emotions that you deal with depending on certain situations that you have gone through in life. The advice that I will give to people that are experiencing mental illness and their first language is not English is not to give up, because it just really takes that one person that joins a team in any organization or any place that speaks your language and that just can go ahead and be that advocate for you. Si tú estás experienciando síntomas de depresión y ansiedad, por favor, no pierdas esperanza que un día puedas encontrar a alguien que hable tu idioma, que pueda ayudarte a sentirte mejor y a entender todos los síntomas que tú estás experienciando. Solo díselo a una.